Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I want to answer the question, are online surveys worth your time? I wanted to answer this question because I know survey sites have become very popular over the last, 5 to 10 years. A lot of people are looking at different survey sites. What are the best survey sites to check out? How can I make lots of money doing surveys? And in this video, I want to pretty much share the truth about online surveys and what you must know if you're looking to do surveys pretty much online anywhere. So before I really dive into this video, if this is the first time that you're on my channel, I'm always putting out new videos on a regular basis that will show you how you can make money online, how to work from home, and different ways of making a passive income online. So if you enjoy videos like that, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel down below, and this way you can be notified whenever there is a brand new video on this channel. But without further ado, let's talk about some online surveys, shall we? So one of the more common survey sites is called swagbucks.com. I know this one has been around for a very long time. It's one of the most popular sites when it comes to taking surveys online, and there's plenty of other methods that you could of course make some points with Swagbucks, but this is one of the more popular sites. Another one is of course Inbox Dollars. This is another really popular one. It's been around for quite some time as well. There is also Prizerbell. I've known about this for well over 10 years. There's Vindale. I know this one has, I believe this one actually pays out through PayPal. And then there's Grab Points, which is a little bit different, but it's at the, mostly like the same exact type of concept. So how exactly do you make money with these different websites? Well, essentially how it works is you get paid to do very small tasks. So it's usually things like, answering surveys, filling out questions, influencing brands, sharing your personal opinion on something. They've got, some other limited time thing going on right now at the moment where you could earn 50 swag bucks and 25. So I'm not entirely sure what that translates to in actual money, but we'll get more into that later on this video. But they've got other things such as, let's see, spend $1.99, earn 1,500 swag bucks to, I guess, check out this Surf Easy VPN app. I hear that's pretty good. We've got, try out HelloFresh and get, almost 5,000 points right there. Sign up for your first pet, start investing with Stash. So stuff like that, try out certain, apps, services, and games and all that type of stuff. And then you can get some points that way. So these seem to be these ones where you try out new things, and usually the ones with like some sort of like subscription fee, they tend to pay out, they seem to pay out pretty well, it looks like. I mean, I'm not sure what that translates to in actual money just yet, but we'll get more into that. And then they've also got things like, shop and earn points when you shop in store, earn when you shop on eBay, Best Buy, Target, Home Depot, Amazon, featured ways to earn. And then they've got in-store deals, discover special offers, try out Hulu, play games and earn, so downloading some sort of app on your phone. And then they've also got some videos that you could of course watch. So it's like, earn 1 point for every video that you watch. So that's pretty cool. So they've got a ton of different things that you could do on this platform to start earning some points. And then you could, as you start to rack up points, then you could then redeem them for, it's usually like in the form of gift cards that you can get. So like if I go to points, it's like, let's see what we got here. So like, get a $25 Domino's gift card, $10 gift card, Bass Pro Shops. What else we got? If I scroll down here, iTunes gift card, Amazon gift card. Looks like they also got PayPal, which is pretty cool. And then you could also donate to charity. So that's pretty cool. So the question is, are survey sites actually worth your time? Now, like I mentioned, there's plenty of other sites that are very similar to this, and pretty much all these sites, for the most part, they all operate on the same way. Some of them have, certain, features that other ones don't have. Some of them pay out a little bit more, but at the end of the day, most of them pretty much work exactly the same. Now, the question is, can you make money with Swagbucks? And the answer to that is absolutely. You can definitely make money with Swagbucks. You could definitely cash out with certain gift cards. However, the problem is that the earning potential with sites like these are generally very, very low, which means that what ends up happening a lot of times is if you decide to commit to something like this, you'll be spending lots of time grinding a lot, spending lots of time for what could potentially be peanuts. So that's kind of that's, I'd say the major issue with a site like swagbucks.com. And really the reason for that is because you're doing very little to a minimal work. I mean, this is stuff that pretty much anyone could do, download an app, answer questions. It's pretty much that same type of stuff where you are answering the same questions and doing the same, sort of, small tasks that, pay out, these very tiny, small commissions or, points rather. And then these can, of course, be redeemed for gift cards. So my personal opinion on sites like these is that ultimately these are, for most people, they will not be worth your time. And the reason for that is because you're spending lots of time for very little, reward. So the reason for this is because ultimately, as I mentioned, is that you're doing very little to, no work pretty much. It's very easy to do. Anyone can do it. And ultimately, the main thing that this really all comes down to is that you pretty much will get paid for, what you're willing to, of course, put into something. So like if you're constantly looking for ways to make, fast and easy money online, what's the quickest way to make a full-time income online with very little effort or no work at all, ultimately you shouldn't really expect to make that much in the long term. So that's really what it really comes down to with sites like these, is that you cannot really expect to make a full-time, income with something like this. Now, the other question you might have is, well, if you were to do something like this on the side, like let's say that you currently have, like a full-time job and you want to, earn a few extra dollars here and there, doing some, somewhat fun things, in that case, I say absolutely go all out with sites like these because, you can make some, rewards here and there with sites like Swagbucks and, Inbox Dollars and Prize Rebel, by doing, certain things here and there. So, that's something that you could, of course, consider. But the mindset that you want to have coming into this is that if you're doing very little to, easy things, then you obviously cannot really expect to make that much in the long term. So that's really my entire thing that I want to mention with, Swagbucks especially, but I know all these other sites, they pretty much, at least from what I've seen, most of these sites, they pretty much work the same way. Some of them have, they pay out in different methods. Some of them have, of course, have, different features, different things you could do, but for the most part, they all pretty much work the exact same way. One other thing that a lot of these sites have, like I know Grab Points, one of their main things is that you could also get paid to watch videos. So I think this is a little bit better than surveys because with watching videos, you don't really have to be in front of your device as these videos are, of course, playing out. So like, for example, on grabpoints.com, there's a thing right here that says, what is it? Okay, Hideout TV. There's also Jun videos. So like this, when you click on this brings up like a playlist of videos that will pretty much run pretty much on autopilot. And all you have to do is just let these videos play out. And then for every video, and I think it's also like an ad that it plays that it finishes, you get paid points for that. Now, the great thing about this is, as I mentioned, you could simply, mute your audio, and then you could step away from your device, whether you are sleeping, whether you are working at your other job, or, let's say you decide to just head out, do other things, then you could let videos like this pretty much run on autopilot, and they'll make you some points. You could rack up points this way, but again, even with something like this, you cannot expect to make a full-time income with something like this. Like, let me see here. So like, are you responsible for providing care for a loved one? I'm going to click on no, click on submit. And then from here, it brings up like a playlist of videos. So this is one thing that you could, of course, earn with. So like it's, loading up like an ad there for Gillette. And then once this ad finishes, it'll pay out some points. And then just like with the other sites, let me actually close it out because I don't know if this video is picking up sound. But I can close that out, and then once you gained enough points, you can go to the reward store, and then you could redeem those points for different rewards, different gift cards, PayPal money, all that type of stuff. So they've got all the different, merchants there. But again, it pretty much is the same exact concept as, a site like Swagbucks. So the main point that I wanted to mention with survey sites is that ultimately at the end of the day, you are getting paid, you're pretty much getting paid exactly for what it is that you are, of course, putting into this. So it really all comes down to is that if you want to make a full-time income online, if you want to make an income where you could actually work on your own terms and actually create at least, or at least, like a good, decent part-time income, I probably would not recommend something like Swagbucks or any of these other survey sites, because these, they pay out like peanuts. You can't really expect to make that much. And if you want to really learn how to make, more of a full-time income online, then my number one recommendation is that you want to shift your focus from, okay, what's the, fastest way to make money online? I need money right now. How do I make money within, like a week? You want to shift your mindset away from that, and you want to focus more on, okay, what is a skill I can potentially focus on building up? Because when you focus on building up skill sets, high paying skill sets, this is how you become irreplaceable. This is how, people, they start looking for, what you could do for them. And then when you are willing to provide them with that service, or, with that actual skill set, if you have a skill set that pays out, that is, very in demand, then it's a great way to make a lot of, like a much bigger income online. So that is really the number one thing that I want to, of course, share in this video, is that you want to be focusing more on building up skill sets. And when you focus on this, then it's much easier to make an income online. So that's my entire message that I wanted to share in this video. But I'm interested to know, what are your thoughts on sites like swagbucks.com? And have you tried any of these other survey sites? I'd really be interested to hear your personal feedback in the comments down below. Let me know your experience. If you've had any positive experiences with any of these sites, I'd really be interested to hear it. But anyways, if you want to learn more about how to create more of a passive income online, like let's say that this sounds, all right to you, but you want to know how you can make more of a passive income where you could be working on your own terms. You could be your own boss. You could work from pretty much wherever you like, as long as you have an internet connection, and you want to learn how to create more of a full-time passive income online. If you are wanting to know how to do that, then my number one recommendation would be in my description down below. It's the very first link, and that will give you the free training on how to create an entire online business around the concept of affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing exactly? Well, the benefit with that is that you don't have to, you are pretty much recommending other people's products and services. And the benefit with this is that you don't have to deal with any inventory. You don't have to deal with customer service. You don't have to talk with people one-on-one. You could work pretty much anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. And there's also a very great earning potential with it. You could also automate a huge portion of the business, and there's just a very great earning potential with affiliate marketing. So that's an industry that has been around for a very long time. And if you could learn how to do affiliate marketing very well, if you could learn how to influence someone to want to buy a product, this is a skill set that can pretty much pay you for the rest of your life. You could be your own boss. You could work on your own terms, and it's because you focused on learning an actual skill set and not focusing on the get rich quick things like this right here. So that's my entire message that I wanted to share with the survey sites. And if you want to learn more about how to actually create an online business that can pretty much run for you pretty much on automation, then my number one link down below will give you access to my free training, and that will show you more to depth about how to build an online business through that entire concept. So be sure to check that out there. But otherwise, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and then also feel free to share this with anyone whom you feel could benefit. Anyways, hope you found this video helpful, and take care.